Good evening and welcome to the Kroks 45th Anniversary Jam. I'm Mo Rocca, and this is a very special day for the Kroks. So I wanted to get them something very special. I didn't know what to get them though. 25th anniversary, we all know, is silver anniversary, and 50th is gold. But I guess none of you probably knew that 45th anniversary has a significance of its own. It's actually the latex anniversary. And I thought it's especially appropriate for these 12 really sort of wacky and physically active young men to get them something on their latex anniversary. You know, I hear a lot goes on, a lot of crazy things go on in the world tours. You know, so latex is a real appropriate anniversary, and especially since this week is Peer Contraceptive Week. It worked out really well. So I decided to get them something latex, and so I got the Kroks a bucket of latex paint so that they can paint their office. What did you think? What did you think I was going to say? Did somebody say what did you? Tampons? No. That's not latex, that's Playtex, honey. Well, what's in the news? You're probably wondering why I brought up this course catalog with me. It's actually a catalog for next year. And of course in it, under Afro-Am, there's Spike Lee's course. And everyone's very excited about Spike Lee coming. He's not only a great filmmaker, but he's also a huge celebrity. But he's not the only celebrity that's coming to Harvard next year. You know, in fact, a whole slew of stars are coming. Marty Feldstein is taking a leave of absence, so the new professor of Act 10 will be Ivana Trump. And Dolly Parton is coming to teach Physics 158, that's luminous bodies in defiance of gravity. And as I look in VES, I see VES 151, small format videotaping. The professor is Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe has quite an agenda plan next year. He's also teaching Bio 1060, which is physiology of the adolescent. Finally from Lit and Arts B, we're getting a new course. It's spots and dots and dirt, and of course the professor is Kitty Kelly for that. What else is in the news? Oh, Hillel is changing its site. It's moving into what is presently the backyard of the Fly Club. Hillel is now already taking a cue from the Fly Club, and they've begun a punching process for membership. And the punching process includes funneling Manischewitz and eating large amounts of ham. The latest round of punching sent 2 Hillel punchees into UHS for overdoses of guilt. That's okay. All right, it's okay. All right. All undergraduates. I've been talking with a lot of undergraduates who are very crazy about the new director of dining hall services. I think his greatest achievement has to be the new themes in dining hall days. First there was deli days, and then Chinese New Year's Day, and then there was a baseball day. Well, today he announced 2 new days, which we're going to see in the next month. The first is Endangered Species Day. The meal will include Hoppin' Komodo dragon, Frank's Oriental pupfish, and Venerable buffalo. And of course, appropriately, the dining hall staff workers will be dressed as Rufus gazelles as they serve. The second is Mother Teresa and the Little Sisters of the Poor Day. The meal will include bread and water, and the staff workers will be in bare feet as they serve. Well, anyway, okay, so that was quick and good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and introduce our first group for tonight, straight from the epicenter of culture and New Haven. Ladies and gentlemen, the Yale Whiffenpoofs.
zalitom no nie kreponi. Obieżalosnie, zalitom no nie kreponi. Obieżalosnie plakali. Hej! Gdzie woda żura ci staje, jako ja to ci se dokola, okolo mnie wora teče. Woda żura ci staje, jako ja to ci se dokola, okolo mnie. Helan goshum kapra la 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 la, helan goshum kapra la la. Ogen salika, helan toran helerika, halan for. Helan goshum kapra la la, hey!
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Whiff and Poofs of 1991 from Yale. We're very happy to be here. We'd like to thank the Kroks for inviting us. Needless to say, we're very extraneous to be here. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm legacy. What can I say? I just wanted to congratulate. Mr. Neil Rubenstein, new president of Harvard. I read the article on him in the Times a few weeks ago. Really impressive resume. I guess he was Phi Beta Kappa and then Rhodes, and then went on to become president of Princeton. And to me, it seemed just a little bit too good to be true. And I decided to do a little investigating. I went down to Princeton as, frankly, I have some bad news. It turns out that Mr. Rubenstein's real name is Tobias Wolff, and he's a 31-year-old track star from Utah. But I'm sure he'll be fine. Just before I introduce the next song, I know I can see in the audience that some of you are looking around the shoe and saying to yourselves, one of these things is not like the other. And well, frankly, there's a very good reason for that. We do a lot of traveling, and things get lost. People get lost. Luggage gets lost. We lost one of our members. We had to do a little scrambling, and the best we could do was pick up a member of the female East German swim team to fill in. So just bear with Helga. The title of our next song is Too Darn Hot.
Too darn hot. It's too darn hot.
Well, I'd like to sup with my baby tonight and fill the cup with my baby tonight. Well, I'd like to sup with my baby tonight, fill the cup with my baby tonight. But I ain't up for my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot. I'd like to fool with my baby tonight. Break every rule with my baby tonight. Well, I'd like to fool with my baby tonight. Break every rule with my baby tonight. A pillow, you'll be my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot.
Ooh, according to the Kinsey report, every average guy you know much prefers to play his favorite sport when the temperature is low. But when the thermometer goes way up and the weather is sizzling hot,
Mr. Adam, for his madam is not. 'Cause it's too darn hot. Yes, it's too darn hot.
I'd like to start for my baby tonight, and blow my top for my baby tonight, for baby tonight.
Well, I'd like to stop for my baby tonight and blow my top for my baby tonight. But I'd be a flop for my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot.
Too hot.
It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot.
Thank y'all so very much. As the only female member of this lovely group of young gentlemen, I just want to come out and thank y'all for coming again to this jamboree tonight. And I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Lona Ann LaCour. I'm of the famous Kentucky liqueurs. Hell, folks, my family put the kin in Kentucky. Anyway, I just want to come out, introduce the next song, which was a little ditty that my aunt/mother used to sing to me out on the porch. It's a song that is based on melody of the Rig Veda, which was an ancient 4th century BC Hindu chant that they used to chant over there in Hindu. It was modernized and translated into English and several other languages in the 17th century by a very famous Mr. Vladimir Koktosten Blek-Iskboy. And it's a nice little ditty. It's called When Sunny Gets Blue. I do hope you enjoy. Thanks.
Sun is blue. Sun is blue.
When sunny gets blue, her eyes get gray and cloudy, then the rain begins to fall. Pitter patter, love is gone, so what can matter? No sweet lover man comes to call. When sunny gets blue, she breathes a sigh of sadness, like the wind that stirs the trees. Wind that set the leaves to swaying, like some violins are playing weird and haunting melodies. People used to love to hear her laugh, see her smile, that's how she got her name. Since that sad affair, she's lost her style, changed her style, somehow she's not the same. But memories will fade, and pretty dreams will rise up where her other dreams fell through. Hurry, new love, hurry near, to kiss away each lonely tear, and hold her near when sunny gets blue. Hold her near when sunny gets blue.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I'd like to invite you tonight to witness the meeting of the new United States Ambassador to the UN. Now, this gentleman, as many people do today, has gone from the entertainment forum to the political forum with a very easy jump, and I guess he's a man that needs no more introduction. So here he is, the new U.S. Ambassador to the UN. Thank you.
Gentlemen, please, a few remarks first. Thank you very much. You know, it's a great honor for me to be here. I mean, I thought I was a big stud and everything when I won the title of Mr. Universe back in '72, you know, but this is even bigger and better than that, and I'd like to thank you all.
Tom DeVolt's New York Times. I'm interested to know what's your opinion about the democratization of the Eastern Bloc and the subsequent reassimilation of those economies into the Western Bloc, particularly in light of the EEC in 1992.
I support that, yes. Well, you know, I've always loved capitalism, you know. It's a great way to go. But you've got to keep in mind that these Eastern European countries have some very, very big problems. these guys are seriously out of shape. Have you seen them? They're all flabby and everything. I mean, these guys can't even do 20 push-ups or 15 jumping jacks. I mean, they have to realize that they have to institute a regimen of daily exercise if they want to enjoy the benefits of their new system. What's the point of social mobility if you can't even get off the couch, you know?
Yes, Joseph Sheever, Save the Whales newsletter. I was wondering what you feel about the world catastrophe of global warming. Could you give us your comments?
Global warming. Why is everybody complaining to me about global warming? I mean, so it gets a little bit warmer outside. Maybe people go out and ride bikes more, climb mountains or something, you know? What's wrong with sweating a little? And you know, my last movie, Total Recall, I know you saw it. That was up on Mars. I mean, it's really hot up on Mars. You didn't hear anybody complaining, did you? I wish people would just stop whining. Yes.
Yes, Sid Fury and National Enquirer. Our readers want to know whether it's true that you and Maria, on several occasions, fornicated in the Hasty Pudding Club and are about to bear Elvis Presley's 26-pound UFO wolf baby.
Yes, that is true. Yes.
One more question.
One more question?
Schwarzenegger?
Yes, Geraldo.
Yes. What's next for Arnie?
Well, Maria and I are going up to Hyannisport to visit Uncle Ted. He's had a rough week, you know.
Well, I mean, in the future plans for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, the future? Well, you know, right now, Geraldo, I just want to be the best UN ambassador this country's ever seen. And after this, who knows? I've always wanted to break into Shakespearean acting. You know, Shakespeare wrote in Macbeth, "Out, out, brief candle, life is but a walking shadow. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow." Well, you know, Macbeth was a dude, you know, he kicked some serious butt.
Any
in the
closing
power.
remarks, Mr. Schwarzenegger?
Well, in closing, I would just like to recall one of the words of one of my favorite presidents, Abraham Lincoln. And during the Civil War, Lincoln said that, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." I think we should all keep that in mind. Thank you very much. The next song is called Little Pony.
Say that's all. So dig a little pony. Ride, ride, ride. When he's going green, what do. Say that's all. So let him go and say what one do. Ride, ride, ride. Giddy, last word. He has the last word. That's the last word. They don't dig, they wait. I said hurry up, dig a little pony. Say that's all. So hurry up, dig a little pony. Ride, ride, ride.
I want to sing a lot about a little pony. I want to celebrate the night the pony booted up the big beat. And every time he started cooking, everybody started cooking. Well, I can't stop telling what he's doing. I'm both so hoppers in it every minute. Singing a pretty kind of sound, really giving every pound. And never acting like the fattest cat around. Well, everybody dug him and he had him really singing like he did. A lot of swigging from a gallon jug. And then he cooled it a while. Sentimental style. Later on, little while, and singing. Up on the floor, little pony went riding in the straight and water hard as really fall. And come back from home when they had it up the score.
Joy galore, ding down east, still up the west, come to find this little pony's the best. To up the sound, sing your song.
Well, educating us with a past belief, we get an awful lot of messages anyway.
Ride, pony, ride.
I said, speak to me. I wanna be your wailing guide. Come on, boy, really ready now to go. Dip 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 Anybody ever made it out to the coast? I tell you what I'm talking about. A little pony well on the alto saxophone. Oh, giddy up and gallop. I said I really will fall.
Be bashful, be like you're born for me.
Gotta move along speedily.
Go on.
I gotta get along to the coda. This is really the end you see.
Go on.
Well, thanks a lot, pretty baby's gonna split the scene if you know what
I mean, don't be quick, just wait in the peak.
Well, I think I've got a record you can play all week.
Could be pop.
Come on and take a little pony
Anyone can whistle, that's what they say. Easy. Anyone can whistle any whole day. Easy. It's all so simple. Relax, let go, let fly. So someone tell me why can't I can dance a tango, I can read Greek. Easy. I can slay a dragon any whole week. Easy. What's hard is simple. What's natural comes hard. Maybe you could show me how to let go. Oh my God, learn to be free. Maybe if you'd whistle for me. Whistle had a dragon, down it will fall. Easy. Whistle at a hero, trumpets and all. Easy. What's hard is simple. What's natural comes hard. Maybe you could show me how to let go. Oh my God, learn to be free. Maybe if you'd whistle for me.
Thanks very much. To an aging senior like myself, a lot of you out there seem very young, and so I was hoping to establish something we might have in common. And so I thought of the Beatles. The Beatles were really part of my growing up years, and I just wondered how many of you out there love the Beatles, like the Beatles, are Beatles fans in any sense of the word. So. Well, those of you who have listened to the Beatles music at all or are familiar with it know that most of their songs were written by Lennon and McCartney, but that it was usually the case that the song was written by Lennon or by McCartney because they had such very different songwriting styles that they didn't often collaborate 50-50. Well, we have a very unusual song to present to you tonight because recently digging through our files we came up with a song that was co-written by Lennon and McCartney, and it escaped falling under the ownership rights of Michael Jackson, so we're able to sing it for you tonight. And the song is called You'll Always Be My Girl.
Right.
And we hope that the song will help to illustrate the dichotomy between the styles of the two songwriters, right?
Right.
We have a note.
That's not a G.
It's a G, trust the man. We'd like to dedicate this song to a very special lady in the audience tonight, Paul's mum.
Hey, Mum.
And if you like this one up there, you can rattle your jewelry. Here we go.
Ching, 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 ching.
Politicians and their missions jeopardize the world. Mushroom crowds and funeral shrouds.
But you'll always be my girl. Ching, 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 ching.
An angry youth learns the bitter truth on the streets, but not at home. Society's knife will take his life,
but my heart will never roam.
There is no peaceful dove, there is no God above.
But there's still time, my love, for joy and laughter.
The bloody world is rotten, starving children are forgotten.
My shirt is cotton, but my love is softer.
Not cool, man.
Ching, 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 ching.
Dirty lies
and cherry pies for everyone in the world.
Damn disgrace,
my smiling face, but you'll always be my girl.
Thanks a lot. The next song is very newly arranged by our own pitch pipe, Mr. Chris Beck, and it's called Janine.
Last time I saw Janine, she looked just like a royal queen.
Last time she cruised by some wealthy guy
in a Cadillac limousine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Recall when we were 17.
I was told it was not so long ago to be short
all that long dream. Satisfied Janine, but she's gone from me. Moved away from the old neighborhood, and I'm certain she's gone for good. Last time I saw Janine, the dollar signs stood in between.
What's love lost to the rising cost, and since then
I have never seen. I haven't seen Janine.
Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last time I saw Janine. Last Janine just saw Janine. Last Janine just saw Janine. Last Janine just saw Janine.
Last time I saw her, now she's gone from me. Moved away from the old neighborhood, and I'm certain she's gone for good. Last time I saw Janine, the dollar signs stood in between.
Was love lost to the rising cost, and since then
I have never seen. I haven't seen Janine. Should have been Janine. She split the scene. I mean Janine.
So long, so long.
John,
last time I saw Janine.
Saw Janine.
Thank you. I hate to do this to our next soloist, but it's such a good story that I just have to. Recently, as you may have heard, Skull and Bones, sort of notorious, I suppose, senior society at Yale, decided to go co-ed. And now the reason for this actually... The reason for this actually has something to do, oddly enough, with one of the Whiffenpoofs here tonight. Actually, what happened is that Skull and Bones tapped 7 men and then tapped the rest of the senior class of the men, and no one else would do it except for this one guy, well, they didn't like him very much, so they actually decided not to take him and instead to take 7 women who were far better than he was to begin with, and they just realized the error of their ways. This got into all of the Yale papers, and it was a very big deal, but he's going to sing a song about just how bad his luck generally is. The song is called Everything Happens to Me.
Black cats creep across my path until I'm almost mad. I must have aroused the devil's wrath, for all my luck is bad. I make a day for golf, and you can bet your life it rains. I try to throw a party, and the guy upstairs complains. I guess I'll spend my life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. I've never missed a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps, and every time I play in peace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looks before he jumps. Everything happens to me.
At first my heart thought you would break this jinx for me, but you and love would turn that trick to end despair. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air.
I've telexed, faxed, and phoned. I sent an email special too. Your answer was still no, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, but then it had to be with you. Everything, yes, everything happens to me.
Thank you very much. I was the unfortunate person saddled with the straight intro today, and that is, this next song was arranged by our pitch pipe Chris Beck, and it's called Whatever Lola Wants.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. She'll always get what she'll aim for, and your heart and soul are what she came. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your coat, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. She's irresistible, you fool. Give it up. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, think you know just what I mean. She ain't playing around.
Scuba say what you want to Lola Pop kinda makes you wonder what she really likes. Does she want to? What does Lola want? Tell us what, when, now, whatever, who, Lola, what does she want? Why don't you tell us now? She wants you. She wants you.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself. You're through. She'll always get just what she'll aim. And your heart and soul are what she gave. Oh, you're no exception to the rule. She's irresistible, you fool. Give in. Now you better give in. I said to give in to Lola. Better pretty Lola. Whatever Lola wants.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to take this opportunity to tell everyone how happy I am to be back here at Sanders. It's a really special place to me. Brings back wonderful memories of my grandmother, Lola Sanders, as a matter of fact. She was married to the Colonel, who, of course, built this building and donated it to Harvard after he renovated it from the original Kentucky Fried Chicken and ballroom. So, anyway, about my grandmother, she's an amazing woman, incredible inspiration to me. When she was 87 years old, she started walking 5 miles a day with a six-pack of chicken wings and coleslaw. And she continued for a long time, and now I'm happy to tell you she's 110 years old. Thank you. Yes, she's incredible. Unfortunately, we have no idea where the hell she is. The next song is all about her. It's called For All We Know, because for all we know, she could be anywhere.
For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand, and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and we go home like the ripples on a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was meant for song, but tomorrow may never come. For all we know.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
I use Crest Tartar Control. Well, because it fights cavities.
I use Crest Tartar Control. Because it whitens my teeth.
I use Tartar Control Crest because it freshens my breath.
I use Tartar Control Crest because it tastes great.
They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. I'm going down. But when you're walking down that street and you ain't got enough to eat, yeah, the glitter rubs right off and you're nowhere. They say the women treat you right on Broadway. But looking at them just gives me the blues. Cause how you gonna make some time when all you got is one thin dime? Yeah, and a one thin dime won't even shine on your shoes. Cause la 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 la, yeah, on Broadway, yeah. Shadooba-wee, should I be walking? Shadooba-wee, walking and talking now. See me walking, see me stepping. Shadooba-dip-dip-dip-dap on Broadway, the Big Apple town, the bright colored lights of Broadway. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm walking down on Broadway. They say that I won't last too long on Broadway. I'll catch a Greyhound bus for home. They all say, yeah, they are wrong. I know they are, 'cause I can play this here guitar, yeah, and I won't quit till I'm a star on Broadway. Well, I won't quit till on Broadway.
And now, another word from our sponsor.
I use Cottonelle bathroom tissue, well, because it's soft against my bottom.
Our next song is an old favorite from the 60s by Gladys Knight and the Pips. It's called Midnight Train to Georgia.
Too much for the girl.
Too much for the girl.
So she's leaving the life she's come to know. She says she's going back to find what's left of a world. The world she left behind not so long ago. Oh no, now she's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia.
On a midnight train.
She says she's going back to find a simpler place in time.
Guess who's gonna be right by her side?
Be with her.
I know you will.
On that midnight train to Georgia. Yes, I'd rather live in her world than live without her in mine.
Is his.
Work it.
His and hers alone.
Now she kept dreaming that someday she'd be a star.
A superstar, but you didn't get far.
But you sure found out the hard way that dreams don't always come true. No, she's pawned all her hopes, and she's even sold her car. Bought a one-way ticket back to the life. Oh yeah, back to the life she once knew. That's right, says she's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. That she's going back to a simple place in time, and I'll be with her on that midnight train to Georgia. Yes, I'd rather live in her world than live without her in mine.
His and hers alone.
Her world, my world. Oh, what is mine and hers alone? Her world is my world. Oh, what is mine and hers alone? Gonna love and I gotta board and I gotta go. When I see that midnight train, I've got to go. I've got to go. When I see that midnight train, I say when I see that midnight train. Well, I'd rather live in her world than live without her. Yes, her in mine. Thank you. Thank you all. You all have been a wonderful audience. You know, sometimes before I come out and introduce the last song, I make some sort of crass commercial tape pitch. And, well, frankly, tonight's no exception. Please buy our tape or our CD available in the foyer after we sing, I guess, an intermission. And then after the concert, this will be our last song. It's the Whiff and Poof song. If there are any former Whiffs out there, now's your chance to come on up and sing it with us. There's got to be someone here. There we go.
Tables down at Maurice, to the place where Louis dwells, to the dear old temple bar we love so well. Sing the Whiff and Poofs assembled with their glasses raised on high, and the magic of their singing casts its spell. Yes, the magic of their singing of the songs we love so well. Shall I wasting and the warning and the rest? We will serenade on Louis while life and voice shall last. Then we'll pass and be forgotten with the rest. We are poor little lambs who have lost our way. Ah, ah, ah. We are little black sheep who have gone astray. Ah, ah, ah. Gentlemen songsters off on a spree, damned from here to eternity. God, have mercy on such as we.
Good night. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've been a great crowd. We're going to sing one more song for you, and it's called I'll Be Seeing You. Thanks again.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the yourself. The chestnut trees are wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun. And when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon. But I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you.
Thank you, guys. You guys are just too great. Anyway, we're gonna sing another song, and it is Eli's Coming. And thank you very much. You've been a great audience. I want to thank the Harvard Crocodillos and happy 45th.
Eli's coming. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Eli's coming, better hide, girl. Eli's coming, better hide, girl. Eli's coming, better hide, girl. Eli's coming, better hide. You better hide your heart. Eli's coming, better watch out. But you'll never get away, no, you'll never get away from the burning of heart. Running away, everywhere I go. Oh, oh. Eli's coming, Eli's coming, Eli's coming, and they're coming, and they'll get me, mama. Hide it, oh, hide it. Oh, girl, Eli's coming, better hide. Girl, Eli's coming, better hide. Girl, Eli's coming, better hide. Girl, Eli's coming, hide your heart. You better hide your heart. He's coming, better watch out. 'Cause you're never gonna, you know you're never gonna hear, and he ain't gonna holler everywhere I go. Oh, oh. Eli's coming, better hide your heart, girl. Eli's coming, better hide your heart, girl. Eli's coming, better
Eli's a coming. Watch out now, Eli's a coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's a coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's a coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's a coming, hide your heart. Eli's coming, hide your heart.